Hey Capricorns, and welcome to your October 2018 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. And, you guys are kind of pushing through. You're getting really acclimated to having Saturn join Pluto in your sign. And I really feel that this is a month where you start to as I was saying, become really acclimated to that and warm up to it. Like you're finally starting to understand some of the lessons from this Saturn Sun or Saturn to whatever part of your Capricorn chart, aspect of your chart is coming in. You're starting to really understand what that has to offer you, as you should see that quite a few things in your world start to show a good result or show a lot of potential. There's a big potential coming in for Capricorn in October, in Libra to Scorpio time, that really shows you the world. Like, what can you use now? What comes into your life that is very usable and utilitarian for you? Because I truly feel that Capricorns, with this type of atmosphere, can create an incredible new thriving business, new relationships, even buying a new home or something new and usable in your life that really makes a huge impact for the better. Really makes you feel powerful. Really gives you the world to hold in your hand. Incredible to see Two of Wands as your central theme this month, Capricorns. It's been so much heavier, so much deeper, so much more austere for the past few months, but it feels like now that Saturn has been in your sign for almost a year now, a few more months until we reach the year anniversary of Saturn having moved into Capricorn. But now it seems that you finally start to take advantage of that, and you see like, wow, this is hard. This demands a lot. This shows me my limitations in a new way. But through seeing that, I have so much more power and so much more energy to work with. And, if you're still kind of coming into October feeling drained, feeling depleted, feeling taxed, you're going to find something here that is a wonderful key to opening a new door of energy, to opening a new door of vitality. But it doesn't necessarily come in the easiest way. You do have Nine of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles reversed, Four of Wands reversed. Some things which might feel a little bit cumbersome. I am feeling a cumbersome energy there, but it's not for no reason. There's a purpose behind anything that feels cumbersome or negative right now, because it gives you something so much stronger in the long run. And that's why Saturn transits can be specifically difficult in the beginning, is because it really makes anything that's unstable fall through. It does add a more cumbersome need for a paced experience of life, especially in the beginning. It demands that you get your health in order. It demands that you do things in a way that is sustainable for the long term. And it feels like Capricorn has been implementing that over the last few months, and you start to see the first rewards of that here. So congratulations, Capricorn. I could honestly end the reading there, but we have a lot more to talk about. But I want to make sure that this reading does not make you feel held down by Saturn or make you held down by Pluto. You could also be finally getting the rewards of Pluto as well, because gosh, that has been in your sign for more than 10 years now. And that's a long time to have Pluto in your sign. What a heavy, transformative transit that not everybody even goes through in their lifetime. Only a few signs will have Pluto conjunct their sun or in the same sign of their sun in their lifetime period, and you happen to be one of those signs. So having Pluto and Saturn there, really heavy, really hard, but really empowering and really potent, and something that, yes, is difficult, but gives you an upper hand that other people sometimes will not even get to experience in their life. So what is the goal of October for Capricorn? The goal of October, I feel, for Capricorn is to control their resting phase. So when are you resting from these pretty difficult, taxing things in your life? How is your sleep? I keep looking at that Nine of Swords and that Eight of Cups together. You're maybe feeling like you can't rest your mind on account of not knowing what to walk away from. There might have been something that you had to walk away from, or something that you're going to have to leave behind, and you're like obsessing over how to do that properly, over how to do this in a way that makes sense, in a way that doesn't hurt people. You're afraid of hurting people right now, which is interesting, because I think a lot of people might think that, with that Saturn, Pluto energy, that you would almost be like made of stone, very stoic. But it's interesting how much you're really trying to help people. almost like a Cancer, almost like a Pisces. There's a need to not hurt others. And you get the rough end of the stick, the short end of the stick sometimes, Capricorn, with that. Like, people like to blame you for things. People like to scapegoat Capricorn because you give off this really strong aura. You give off this martyr aura. You know, the whole concept of martyrdom is ruled by Capricorn. The whole concept of being scapegoated is a Capricorn principle. And you can almost see like a divinely spiritual experience of martyrdom, or you see yourself being the scapegoat for someone else, and through that you come to power in a way that is beyond what anyone could have ever thought. That type of cycle is very possible for Capricorn right now, and feeling that coming on has you in that Nine of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles reversed, Magician reversed energy. But it all correlates onto that Two of Wands central theme. So despite all of that sleeplessness, that fear of leaving something behind, vastly empowers that which you have control of in your life. Okay, your own world, your own experience, your own life becomes so much more energized. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the week to week and see how that comes in more specifically. In week number 1, Capricorns, you have Nine of Swords rooted down by Page of Pentacles reversed. So every opportunity to see what the problem area is, and really like any aspect of your life, is here. And you'll probably be seeing a lot of it, actually. Nine of Swords is a Capricorn type of card. You know, y'all don't give yourself a break very often. You're not one of the signs that can commit an error and not hold themselves like highly accountable, even if it's just like in bed at night. What is keeping you up? What is preventing sleep? It might be good to write it down. Because you're going to like read it after you write it down as something that's not nearly as big of a deal as you think that it is. Really being able to look at these types of things in almost a humorous way is the secret to progressing out of this cycle, because you've been here for a long time. I would also check out hormonal health as well. I would check out like what your stress hormones are, like how you can de-stress a little bit, how you can support a de-stressed chemical system in the body, making sure the adrenals are healthy, such things as that, because it feels like the lack of sleep is warranted based on, because I mean, it is stressful, like having these types of energies in your chart. But I heard a really wonderful saying the other day that I thought was really potent and I think will be very helpful for Capricorns, and that is that sleep is your ultimate weapon against anything that opposes you in life. When something causes you to lose sleep, when something causes you to not give your body rest, it is defeating you. You are being defeated when you don't allow your body to rest. So remember, Capricorn, like, because you're like a very tenacious sign sometimes. Like if you're being opposed by someone, or if you're facing some type of obstacle, you're getting into your arsenal. You're seeing like what you need to overcome that, and you're like working day in and day out. When perhaps sleep or rest might actually be the strongest weapon, but you might be denying yourself that. So remember that sleep is your strongest weapon right now, okay? That's rooted down by Page of Pentacles reversed. So this might have to do with money. This might have to do with overspending. This might have to do with energetically overspending. Some type of transaction hasn't felt fair. It's time to sleep and rest so that you have the energy to compensate whatever you feel has not been treated properly. Week number 2, you have Eight of Cups rooted down by 10 of Cups. Okay, we're getting emotional. We're getting familial there. You might feel like you need to walk away from a family connection. Some of you are wanting a divorce. Some of you feel that like the relationship with like your own family, like your mother and father connections, are too toxic. You keep wanting to have that 10 of Cups. You keep wanting to have that security within family, but it's evading you. You might even feel like family is walking away from you. You might feel like you might actually be the person who's being divorced. That's possible here. Not for everyone, not for everyone. Don't think that if it's not already come up, like it's already come up, if it's a possibility by now, and you are encouraged with this energy to allow things the freedom to fly, because Capricorn can become associated with the type of like person that needs too much control. Like oftentimes when people don't want to be around Capricorn, it's because they feel controlled by Capricorn, or they feel that what Capricorn requires is going against their own morals or their own virtues. So allowing someone to use their own judgment or their own virtues and morals will show them that you are what they need in their lives. Trying to not exert too much control, because you will have a lot of control to exert with what you have right now. You might feel like a lot has been taken away from you, but you have more power than you realize, and people can get kind of scared of that. So allow people free motion, undoubtedly. And you could be on the other end of the stick. You might feel like you need free motion. You might feel like you're not allowed free motion, but you have a lot more than you realize, for sure. Week number 3, you have Four of Wands, reversed, rooted down by Two of Pentacles, reversed. So what are you holding on to? What are you needing to see succeed? Something about success is really tied into the lack of rest that you might be experiencing, as well as some type of like engagement falling through, whether that be like an actual engagement or like you might have been wanting to do some type of promotion, some type of like promotional like advertising or something if you have a business, or you might have been wanting to even like promote someone in a relationship, like, okay, let's take this relationship to the next level. And something about that fell through. You're not maybe seeing your children as much as you would like to see them, or you're not seeing what you consider to be your children, like even your hobbies or your enjoyment in life. You're not seeing that come around as much as you would like. And it really makes you reassess what you're prioritizing in your life. You're thinking, okay, can I balance love and career? Can I have this relationship and this career? Is that possible with Two of Pentacles? And you might feel that love and relationship is preventing your career from going higher, or vice versa. So you're rethinking how you're balancing your energetic output right now, for sure. And that's good food for thought. That might be keeping you up at night, but really allowing a specific time to do that is really important. Structure it. Saturn coming into your Capricorn house, wherever that is in your chart, demands a structure of pretty much everything in life, but especially how you're accomplishing and how you're, doing 10th house matters. That's Capricorn. So even allow yourself like a period of time, like an hour in one day, to think, okay, is this relationship right? Is this career right? And through giving yourself that, you'll come through it in a much more beneficial way. Week number 4, you have Six of Wands reversed, rooted down by the Magician reversed. Okay, so your only major arcana this month is the Magician reversed. So you might even be thinking that people aren't being truthful with you. You might even be thinking that people are only saying what benefits them and not the truth. There's an aspect of people looking for power by saying things versus working for it. There's something about that feels political to me. So some of you are involved in the politics of a situation and not the situation itself. And it could also just be feeling drained or taxed as well. The Magician represents having the vitality and having everything at your disposal to accomplish a certain goal. Six of Wands deals with confidence, and that's reversed. So you might not feel like you have what you need to do what you're required. It's not a matter of doing what you want, but it's a matter of doing what you're required. So that's definitely contributing to the stress that you have right now. But let me tell you something, Capricorn. Everything is in your hands. The world is in your hands. Your central theme is Two of Wands. So even if you feel that it's not, that's what this month is about. That's what this month represents for you, is generating that power. So it's time to think about what are the main priorities and aspects of your life right now. Just what are they? You might surprise yourself. It might be a lot more than you off the cuff think. And through seeing what that is for you, that's where you get your power, because you can allocate and delegate the needed things to those priorities once you understand what they are. Because I see a lot of Capricorns like having the job, maybe even having 2 or 3 jobs, having the family, wanting to take the relationship to the next level, wanting to really heighten every aspect of their lives. And it's like too much, so it all starts to get scattered. So prioritizing, taking it one step at a time, keeping moving, remembering that sleep is your biggest weapon right now. Allowing yourself rest, allowing yourself to step out of that sphere, of everything having to increase and everything having to progress, and sitting with like the world in your hands and strategizing in a way that's not too high stakes, like where the stakes aren't too high with that. Okay, Capricorns, that's pretty much the juxtaposition of what I'm feeling for you this month. Allow people freedom of motion in your life, allow yourself freedom of motion, allow yourself rest, and allow yourself to gain the strength to accomplish all of these wonderful, incredible goals that you will accomplish. Okay. And yeah, I hope that this reading helped bring clarity. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising sign if anything wasn't quite clear here. And your likes and subscribes mean the world to me. They're very helpful for my channel to flourish. And click the center of your screen if you would like to check out my Patreon page. You can see how to book a private reading there, as well as getting these readings early and ad-free if you would like to support my cause. Anyway, Capricorns, much love and luck, and we will be talking soon. Bye.